rotate device. Yeah. So have I got to put it other way? Yeah. Can't I put auto rotate on? Yeah. Why have I got to rotate device? Just bear with me one moment, people. Well, it's said to have I've got to rotate my device, so I suppose that's what I'll have to do. Well, I want to start this live by saying thank you to everybody that's took trouble to jump on. Uh, but there's been a lot of weird things happening, and I'm going to try and show you one thing in particular. It's Frosty the Snowman. I did a little snowman, and I'm sorry I haven't seen your comments at the moment, but I will get to them. I'm just trying to do this so I can make myself comfortable because I'm suffering a bit of pain. But I have to show you this because it's pretty weird, and then I can come back in, set myself up in here, and get on with this live. So I'm just going to go out of my back door. And I've brought a torch out to show you people. Let me just see if I can get this for you. Right here. Here we are. Here we have, people. My snowman. And you're thinking, I'm going to explain things. I'm going to go back in and I'm going to explain things because it's not actually light enough to do it and I can't crouch low enough. So I'm going to go back in and abandon that. What it is, people, I've actually got a stalker. Yeah, I did say, I'm sorry about the washing machine in background, but I've got no lady friend here doing my chores for me. Now, I've found that best position for me at the moment is actually down here. Just bear with me a moment while I get this up on here. There we are, people. Just one moment, let me adjust that so I can change the tilt on it a little bit because it looks like I'm laid down there. What it is, people, with my back as it's been just lately, I've had to change where I'm sitting and things, and I've worked it out that here I've got a box to lean on and I can lean back because when I lean back up with this wicker, well, it's not wicker, it's bamboo, the bottom of it what? Can you just say, is it mute? Is my microphone on? Big respect to Barry Proudman. Is volume on, mate? Microphone. I've been having a lot of trouble. So I'm talking away. I don't know if people can hear me. Big respect, Mickey Mouse. Yeah, big respect to you, mate. I'm sorry, these do fly past. Somebody's told me about I could do this. Big respect, Natty D. Ghost Adventures of Cornwall. Yorkshire Monkey. Mart. Big respect to you. Morpheus. Have I got that right, mate? I'm sorry if I ain't. Chris John Wright. Oh, not the Mr. Wright, are you? Not Officer Wright? Surely not. Well, actually, Mr. Wright, you were all right. Yeah, you were all right, Mr. Wright. Now, what it is, people, I mentioned that I've actually had a stalker. Big respect to Birmingham Audits. Big respect to Whip Lady. Mass Men. Silvermen. Whoa. You know when people say that these fly past these, I don't know how younger eyes keep up. Silver Ghost, respect to you. And thank you. Big respect to Marty Blackberry in the house. Big respect to you, Marty. Now, wow. Have you seen where I'm sat, Marty? You can confirm, can't you, mate? I'm sat on floor. I'm having to sit on floor, mate. Do you know what's happened, Marty? Do you know when I've been talking about the weird events? Well, I've actually saw the mysterious van that keeps coming and parking up, and I said that whilst another friend of mine, by pure luck, I think, was here, this knock came on door, and a man turned up at door and said that he was a big fan of mine, and would I say hi to his missus in to pick up. So I just told him, nah, mate, I'm busy. I thought it was a bit weird, but I don't mean no disrespect to you, mate. It is just a bit weird, though. People that approach us in town, that's quite all right. We don't think that's weird. Respect to Victor Thirlwell. Sounds fine. Thank you, mate. Big respect. I'm sorry if I haven't. My school would have approved, mate. I'm sure you understand. I don't want to think about that place at the minute. It'll throw me right off track. It's already working its way into my head. Big respect to Yorkshire Monkey. Big respect to Jake Taylor. Ghost Adventures from Cornwall. What it is, another weird event, this other van that keeps turning up as well. Just after I'd spoken to Marty, it was outside. But I couldn't get a look at the reg from here without looking dodgy myself. So I went to bin and I filmed it from above and front end of it. Excuse me. Then I nipped upstairs and I filmed it from upstairs. Zoomed in on his reg. Stuart Green, hiya to you as well, mate. Joe Hartill, big respect to you. The Whip Lady, big respect to you for your continued support. Thank you. Well, I'm as well as I can be. As you see, I'm having to sit on floor at minute, but I found this is comfy spot at minute. Big respect to Alistair Reid. There's a man. He actually said that he didn't like my snowman. Marty, you know my snowman? It were facing house. Want it, mate? You know that, don't you, mate? Somebody's turned it round. They've turned it round, mate. It's facing other way. It's facing to side of house, to my side gate. That is weird, mate. And then this car turned up. And that geezer that I kept telling you about, what it is outside my house, there's a wall. And what it is, this geezer's been loitering about, and I didn't think he were one of the usual Polish lads that do, because they all congregate there on the way to work, on the way back from work even. And there's a local Polish shop by me as well. So it's not unusual to see them there all greeting each other, and they all know me as one of them, you know what I mean? So this chap stood out. So now, today, locals have been knocking on my door and asking me if I knew who this chap was. And I said to them, well, I've seen him loitering about, but I made a little video and I was talking to a local Polish lady and asking her about something. And I was actually videoing because I was going to do me snowman, but she was doing one before me, so I let her pinch all that snow. And I asked her a few things, and this man was loitering about on the street with his beanie hat on. And then locals are coming to my house and saying that had I seen this geezer that were walking about right estate. Yeah, I do, mate. But I don't have it on for that long. I only have it on while necessary. Like now, this is my character. Leo Sayers painted himself a clown. Wizard, we all saw what Wizard did. David Bowie, and all the rest of them. Nobody's ever said no to them. Well, this is my character, mate. Get used to it. It's not about filters. It's not about COVID. It's not about anything. If any disease is going to kill me, it's all right, mate. I'm 63. They're already telling me I'm on my way out now anyway. It's not if my neck's gonna snap. It's oops. It's when. I've only got to go near this phone and it does something, and that's it. I'll end up cutting me off. Natty D, Arthur. No, there wasn't any sound on Snowman, mate. And that was because I didn't have ear thing in. But my phone's been playing up all day. It keeps turning itself off and all sorts. I've had to do about 4 or 5 parts to do a video. Big respect, Barry Proudman. That man's followed me from start. Big respect to all the boys. Big respect to Chunky Monkey. Chunky Monkey, I went and met him and we went out to the COVID site at York, and that was the first time I've ever met him, and he'll confirm that for me, like. And I've already put videos up months ago of on Armley Prison, and in on that video I mentioned the K twins. Now, Chunky Monkey knows them personally. And I confirmed that myself by asking him. I told him I couldn't remember the first names. And straight away he came straight out with them. So I knew he was telling the truth. So imagine meeting somebody that you met in jail in 80s and now in 2021 you're meeting people that have been connected with them, friends with them, personal friends of theirs, that was meant to go on the last job that they did, and they got caught at Wetherby roundabout. Well, he's pretty glad he wasn't on it now, because they got 15 year apiece. And but what it did for me, it cheered me up, because I was talking about people from way back, friends of mine, and friends of his, and I'd never even met him. How's that? Do you know what I mean? All these years later. And when I say things are nailed on, things are already nailed on what's going to happen to us. They're telling me it's not if my neck's going to snap, it's when now. So this could be my last video. Big respect to Stuart M, Andrew Taylor, Lawrence Windrush, Barry Proudman, Peter Hoy. Big respect, Peter Hoy. There was a Mick, I can't remember his second name, mate. And you know who I'm talking about, because it's in relation to Everfort Borstal. So if you just want to jump on, mate, and press that like, because I've got way, way more watching than likes. So somebody don't really want to watch me, do they? I must have more trolls than I am, have I? I seem to attract a lot, though, me. I don't know why. Everybody thinks that we all get each other into, brother. Well, I can tell you, that ain't true. Definitely not true. We've all got similar characters in a lot of ways. And some of us have got more likes about each other than characteristics, I should say. That Yorkshire monkey, I've had a... Right, I'll tell you what it is. I've had a 5th and 6th antecervical disectomy with fixation and fusion in my neck in 2013. It was diagnosed in 2009. They didn't operate till 2013. And only then, because I threatened to sue if they didn't. So they took me into Nuffield at Leeds, and Mr. Pal operated and told me that the delay had been because they were waiting for funds. So all the symptoms that I ended up with, a lot of them were a direct result of time it took them to repair the damage. Because you gain 2 types of symptoms. One's created with pressure from where the nerve touches the bone. And the other is created with the damage to the nerve that the pressure creates by touching the bone. And that damage is permanent. It does repair, but it repairs like scar tissue. It's still damaged. So you keep the symptoms. You keep the pain. Now, that can go both ways. Some are lucky. Big respect, Celine. Big respect to you and everybody else that I've missed. But I don't want to get off track here. But what they did, it took them that long and my back were done in at the same time. And I kept telling them, they kept saying, no. All the symptoms down your leg and everything are all down to your neck. It's all down to your neck. Sciatic nerve we've damaged in your neck, sorting your neck out. But that could come back later. Well, I know that's true. So anyway, all the symptoms I had, my right leg drags like Quasimodo. It feels like red rum's kicked me in plums. I can't lift my leg up at all to, to put your trousers on. If I try and lift my leg and bend like you have to do, and I can't do it, so I have to pull that leg up. And then all of a sudden I started getting symptoms down left-hand side as well. And I started twitching again. So I knew something wasn't right. So I got the doctors to send me for an MRI. The falsified one in 2019. So anyway, I kept going back and threatening. And eventually I said, if you don't send me for one now, I'm going to go pay for one myself. And when they tell me what I already know, there's further damage because I'm twitching and everything, I know. I don't need no surgeon to tell me, I know. They sent me for one. Turns out, I were right, although I've had a S1 nerve decompression as well. What they do, the S1 is lumbar spine, at the very bottom. And what they do, it's face down, and they're going that way, and they grind the bone away to make room for the nerve. Depending on how long it's been trapped, damage can be permanent. When I went and had my neck done in 2013, at Nuffield, under Mr. Pal, he told me that there was actually people there that had less damage and were paralysed from neck down. Well, I even though I was suffering still a lot of pain, the relief that it weren't going to snap was tremendous. So, big respect to everybody. I can't even... no, I can't say that name on here, mate. There might be... Big respect, JJ. Live free. Easy. Now, what it is, people, I find it hard to concentrate when I'm talking about things so serious. And try to read these. Big respect, Yorkshire Monkey. Stephen Tucker. Big respect to you, Mr. Tucker. I used to go work on cocks and hens for Tucker at Eagle Field when he used to fix up there on to Eagle Field at Abercroft. Big respect, Paul Madden. Big respect to you, mate. Yeah, mate. I hope you have pressed that like button. Yeah, listen, mate, because it's in a different colour at the top of my screen, I can actually see that. And I ain't got many likes up there, mate. But what it is, I'm not about the likes. I'm not bothered. I'm not bothered, mate, about the likes. I am bothered, obviously. I'm bothered. Uh, what it is, people, I do find it hard to concentrate. All this is new to me, and I daren't touch my phone or it's going to do something else. Now it's telling me I've got to do it portrait. So when I upload this, are you going to be able to turn it round, to put it up on your big screen? I know most of you people have got a 50-inch. Well, I know quite a few of you anyway, and I know you've got a 50-inch. Big respect, Celine. Big respect to you. Listen, Alistair, honest to God, mate, I want you to come down because I'm troubled. Frosty's turned round, mate. And a lot of people saying you wasn't very nice, saying it were a crap snowman. What it is, me and Alistair, Mr. Alistair Reid, you'll see he won't even put one up now because I've mentioned it, will you? I know you ain't. You know I'm sat on floor, don't you, Alistair? So you know how much pain I'm in, mate. I'm a right mess. When the police threw me out at police station at York and smashed all my arm in, I keep catching it now and wow, it's painful. But they'll be sorry. I will make sure they pay. They showed their tyranny, and that's what I'm about. You can't go stir up an hornet's nest. Everybody kept saying, not write a book, write a book. And that's all the people that actually know me. Alistair included. But I do his head in, I'll be honest, I will confess. He's my favourite wind-up mate. You know, you've got mates that are good for things, aren't they? They're all good for something, aren't they? Well, Alistair, it's not good to buy you a cup of tea if you're going out. Don't expect him to buy you a cup of tea when you go in a cafe, because he will not buy you one. He will go in a cafe, buy a sandwich and come out munching it. Do you know what he even does? And all you people that know him at work, at the butcher's place, yeah, you know, all my Polish friends, yes, when Alistair takes you to work, you tell him. Because I'm famous now, I'm going to get some photos done. And I'm going to do signed photos. I haven't worked a price out for them, but everything has a cost. It's going to cost me to have them done, innit? I've got to charge for them. I just haven't worked things out like that yet. I'm going to do merchandise. I'm going to get some merchandise done. I actually know people that do printing work. So I'm actually going to go see them first and give them a chance to give me a good price. So, I know, in fact I know quite a few printers and stuff. So I'm going to check it out, but I've got a big white Levi. It's a new Levi jumper. And it's a big baggy one, you know. One of them that you like, keep you all comfy, you know, one of them comfy jumpers. It's massive, but it's comfy. So I'm going to get things like that, of that quality, and get things printed up on them. So anybody got any ideas? Maybe even who could do it? We could come to some arrangement. Can I just say a big up? Do you know something? I wasn't going to wear these glasses, but But what it is, without stressing everything else, and I don't think I've even finished tale. People have been coming to house and asking me if I've seen this weirdo, and I've told them yeah. And they've asked if they've actually been thinking that there was somebody that I knew. And they've seen him walking about up and down estate. And I've just heard van pull up now outside. That's back again. I can't believe how many times that comes round here. Well, you see this stick? That's what they're going to get round Ed. What it is, these people have said to me, oh, we thought you were connected to you. I've said, no. I think he's a troll. Because I said something to a Polish lady, and a comment has been commented on about what I said. And the only way that they could have done that is if they were close enough. They had to be close enough to actually record. So what it is now, these people have said they're going to move this weirdo. So I can hear some weird goings on, so I'm going to have to just get up and have a check. Oh, just bear with me, people. I'll be back shortly. I actually feel better. What it is, well, well, Alistair, you're glad to see me shrivelled up down here on Lee's fishing box, aren't you? He knows what I'm on about with Lee's fishing box. I've got my elbow on it. Normally, we put his feet up on it, don't we, Alistair? So, he knows I'm sat on the floor. What happened was, I thought I'll go out, because I could hear cars, you know how it crunches ice. I could hear it all crunching ice. So I thought I'll go and have a check first. I only got halfway down the path and I'd nearly broke my neck twice. I thought, that's it, I'm going back. So I dodged back in. And I found the best place to be for me at the minute is to sit down here. So I'm not bothered, Alistair, you can laugh. Because he will be laughing. Big respect, Lynn Harrison. As I've said, I've got Harrisons in my family. John Smith, Birmingham Audits, Stacey Lowe, The Whip Lady, Rami, Stacey Lowe, GL, Natty D, yeah. Big respect, Birmingham Audits. Big respect, Barry Proudman. Mickey Mouse. Mark Smith, big respect. Well, it's funny you should mention them anti-slip things. But I won't need chains. I don't mean for car, mate. Cars in being repaired, that's why I can't get out to prisons at the minute. I'm having a new gearbox put in it. Big respect, Society X. I knew you were about somewhere, mate. I knew it won't be long before I saw you, mate. I actually thought that you were outside with Bat for this stalker I've got. I've actually got a stalker. There's that. I thought I was going mad. I filmed stalkers, me. I filmed them. I filmed the dodgy van, one of the dodgy vans. I'm going to film all others as well. I'm going to get all the regs and everything. And then if anything untoward, if I get so much as a paper wrapper slung over the fence, nah, big respect, Society X from Mickey Mouse. Big respect to you from Arthur too. Now what it is, people, it's too easy for me to get distracted here to talk about the things that I want to talk about. The prisons and the bent coppers. And there ain't such a thing as good cop. Nowhere. And like they said, I even told them coppers at York that. And these young coppers, bless them, when they were arresting me, oh yeah, we'll cuff you to the front, mate. Yeah, cheers. Oh yeah, go on, mate, give us a lift in van, will you? Yeah, cheers, mate, yeah. Well, I can't, I said to him, I'm shocked. I'm used to get beat up and thrown in van, what are you doing? He said, oh, we're not that sort of police officer, us. I said, well, listen, mate, there ain't such a thing as good police officer, is there? Or you'd be grassing him up. And he said, well, there ain't none at our station. I said, don't talk, fucking excuse the language. See how quick I stopped myself that time, guys? So, you see, it's not idle gossip, it's not just something I'm trying to say. I'm trying to pack in all this aggravating, shouting and carrying on. I'm sorry, it just gets to me when people blatantly lie to your face, do you know what I mean? And they think that you believe them. That's what makes it worse. They actually think that you believe them. Knobs. Knobs with ears. That's all they are. Yes, the whip lady, I do need a camera. What it is, Tom Price. Now there's the name. Well, Mr. Price, in answer to that, mate, no, I haven't seen it. But if you look, mate, I have my own suspicions. But I don't want to say no about that. I'm not about pointy finger and all that, you know what I mean? But what I can say is, when I was just looking yesterday, I was trying to distract myself. You see, once you start on this, and this is why I told Live Free right at the beginning, this is one of the reasons why I didn't want to do this. Because it consumes your life. You can't even think about anything else. You constantly... All of a sudden now, I'm one of them people that I've been slagging, walking about looking at your phone. Big respect, not today. I think I've just noticed another crack on me screen. I can't believe grief I get with phones. But I am surprised this is still working because I put it in my pocket for safety while I rolled over a barrier in Doncaster, and it caught while I was going over the barrier anyway and crunched it. Big respect, Birmingham audits. I know Tom Price from, his last place was Wakefield. You're a good lad, John. I had a lot of respect for him. In fact, I know quite a few Prices. And in fact, one of the best gold leafers I know, and I know a lot because I'm a painter and decorator, one of the best gold leafers and sign writers I know is a Price. And he lives up north and he does caravans, bow tops and ledgers. And he's best, as far as I'm concerned anyway, but this is only my opinion. I'm not saying he's as better than yours. I'm saying, in my opinion, them Vardas I've seen of him do are second to none. Big respect, Spunkfish. Andrew Taylor. Mutz, 18, is that? I hope I've got that right. P. Carper, UK. Big respect to you also, mate. Jade M, big respect to you. Mama, big respect to you. Not today. Trev McIntosh. Mutz 18. Barry Proudman, oh, can't forget Barry Proudman. Tom Price, big respect, Tom Price. That's a name I'll never forget, mate, because like I said, my mate was called Tom, no, he was John Price, sorry. So, that Price sticks in your head, doesn't it? You know what I mean? So, that's why I got on about him and started talking about John. I don't want to get on that subject because he's another mate that's gone. Big respect, Society X. Yes, I fully agree with that, mate. I've got my telly in room. We can have it up onto that, can't we, mate? I've been waiting for you to get over, you know what I mean? But you know traffic, you know what roads are like. So I don't want you taking no daft risk just to come over here to give me an hand, like. But it's nice to see you up there, mate. Listen, mate, Society X, you're not going to believe this, mate. You know all weird happenings that's happening? Well, Frosty, my snowman, is facing other fucking way, mate. I've tried to video him, but it's too dark. And that dodgy van what about, so I filmed that instead. I've got that, I've actually sent a copy of that to Live Free. I'm going to film all the rest of them now when they come. I'm just going to fucking go out there and I'm going to film them. Weirdos. Yeah, mate. Yeah, I'll come and say hello. I'll get you on video, love, yeah? Let me just get my camera. That's what I should have said, innit? Just hold there, mate, while I grab my camera. He had a mask on and lot. How weird is that? Fair dues, he might even be a genuine fan. But, I'm sauce. I'm sauce, it is, it's weird, mate. That is weird. But big respect anyway. Big respect to Andrew Taylor, Barry Watson, Barry Winston, sorry. Chris John Wright. Oh, don't say it. No, that right, that ain't right, that. Arthur, do you like good prison staff? I don't like bad staff in the prison, Arthur. What do you mean you don't like bad staff in the prison? I don't like bad staff in prison, mate. If you bothered to watch, bothered to watch my videos, mate, my very first video, HMP Armley Prison, first one I did, I talk about me, the block cleaner, and Mr. Matthews disbanding, witnesses to get the disbanding of the A-team from Armley Prison. And that's what happened. All on record, mate, all checkable. Every word of what I'm saying is all checkable. And that's why I can just reel it off the top of my head. I don't need to look it up. I've already lived it. Alistair, do you think it's a good idea to have Peter as my security advisor? Dominic is actually qualified as well, isn't he, as well? I think Dominic could be my security as well. I think they'd get me locked up more than you, especially that Peter. Peter, if you're watching, mate, because he does watch my channels, if you're watching this live, Peter, we've got to go sea fishing. Do not have me die, mate. We aren't going to sea, please. We've got to go to sea, first available opportunity. I've got the life jackets ready. I've given Lee my ugly stick, but I'm sure he'll lend it me. Big respect to Whip Lady, Barry Proudman, Stacey Lou, Lynn Harrison, Chris John Wright, It'll Be Alright, Turbo Fight Up, ha, all. Turbo, what's that all about? Turbo Fight Hull. Is that your name, mate? Hi all, yeah mate, big respect to you. Anyway, mate, Turbo Fight Up. Turbo Fight Up, big respect. Thank you for taking trouble to check in there, mate. What it is, I'm going to start, soon as my car is mobile, I'm out there. I'll be itching up with others, as we do. As you can see, people, That has got to be my cue. Can anybody tell me how to turn off? Because I don't know how to end the chat. Big respect, yes, Mickey Mouse, Tubular Bells. Big respect to Ralphie Ladd, Barry Proudman, Lee Hull. Is that Lee from Hull? His lad's currently in H. Oh, yeah. Well, I was there twice as a Borstal boy, mate. 1976 and 79. I've actually done 3 audits at HMP Humber. 4 audits. 2 of my own and 2 with Live Free. Live Free actually got attacked with dogs at HMP Humber. A little stumpy little screw set him up. No bigger than a dwarf. That was conspiracy. They blatant set him up. And big respect, Manic Mimer. Wow. I can't believe that, mate. I don't know what to say. All I can say, mate, is thank you. Big respect for that donation. Thank you. It will be appreciated. Big respect, Society X, Barry Proudman, Silver Ghost, Raimi. I'm not sure I'm pronouncing that. Can you just give me a nod, mate, if I am? If I'm not, just put a thumbs down or something, mate, and I'll get to it eventually and try again. Danny Platten, that name rings a bell. Big respect, Silver Ghost, the Whip Lady as well. Once again. Lee Hull. Mac Mountford. Well, I'm sort of getting there, but I'm never going to be right anyway, am I? Let's face it. It's not if my neck's going to snap, it's when. I'm sort of running around on this mission and refusing to accept that, but I can actually see things now, day by day. Actually, I'm sorry, people, but wow, this stick has been. I know that won't quite. Oops. Sorry about that, people. I just got what it is. When I've been walking about, and then when I sit down, I don't know if it's to do with adrenaline or what, but I get these mad cramps, and it's like, depending where it is, it can be a big calf muscle, it can be your foot, and all of a sudden your foot's trying to twist opposite way that it's supposed to, for no reason, and your neck's spasming up, and then your back starts, and that's every 2 hours every day, all through night, that. And if you don't get out of bed and walk about and get circulation to them, everything goes numb. And back to that chat right at the beginning when we were talking about the op. They did the 5th and 6th antecervical disectomy with fixation and fusion in 2013, and basically that repair was absolutely no good whatsoever. It created further damage to 4th and 7th vertebrae in my neck, And it's also continued to deteriorate since 2009 anyway. So now I had another MRI done on the 20th of September, just gone. And I've had a consultation with the Dean from the Clermont at Sheffield. And basically he's saying, we're very sorry, but there's no else we can do. Damage is too bad, and it's actually above the fourth vertebra, so it's too close to the brain. And they're into surgeon in the country, willing to sort it out. Well, that could. I'm not saying not willing, because they are. Them people are more than willing. And what it is, what that MRI also showed was that I was correct, and there are 4 other vertebrae in my back. But what it is, the time it'd take on the operating table to sort the vertebrae out in my back weighed up against the possible relief from pain that them slip discs are creating, against the risk because of putting me under the operation for that long because of the damage to my neck. They say it don't outweigh the risks, so they're not willing to put me through it. So basically they're saying lights out, you know. And they have actually said, I told them to tell me in layman's terms, my stepdad was a miner, Mr. Frank Bennett, Freddie Bennett's brother. Don't you dare try denying Freddie. You want to be ashamed of yourself. Whatever relative it is of mine that has put comments up on my Barnsley one saying that this man is not a relative of ours, shame on you. Shame on you. You've never even spoke to me, you fucking knob. And I'm sorry, I'm not sorry for that. You've got members of family commenting that I've never even spoke to in my life. And commenting and saying because I've dissed Bennett's Motorcycles, because the main owner of that place is my uncle. The main owner of that place's brother, Frank Bennett. Frank Bennett. And the other brother, Reggie. You know me, Uncle Reg, don't you? Yeah. Uncle Reg came from Australia, didn't he? He didn't disrespect his brother. You, Freddie, never even went to the funeral, did you? Yeah, Freddie Bennett, Barnsley Road, Bennett's Motorbikes. Shame on you. Shame on you, Freddie. Regardless of whether I'm actually, because I'm actually a tailor. Frank brought me up from 2-year-old, as you know, Freddie. And shame on you for even saying that. Shame on you for never going to my Granny Bennett's either. Shame on you, Freddie. I was there every day at my Granny Bennett's, Downward Green. You never came. Never. Not once. Not even once. I bet you couldn't even say how to make a tea, could you? Half and half. Tea in the teapot with cosy on it. Let it brew. Swill the cups out with hot fucking water. Sorry for swearing. Pouring it out, half tea, half hot water. Yeah, Freddie, don't tell me that I'm not a member of the family, you muppet. Shame on you not going to your brother's funeral. Shame on you. I hope your business goes downhill. Bennett's Motorcycles, Sheffield Road, Barnsley. Now, I'm sorry about that, but he's a member of my family, so I am allowed to say that to him. Big respect, Paul Madden, Chris John Wright, Barry Proudman. Big respect to everybody. Stephen Tucker, Dazza, big respect to you. Big respect to the Whip Lady. Well, I don't think that's supposed to say what I think it's saying, is it, the Whip Lady, or have I got a bit naughty? Well, like I've said to everybody, I might some people from time to time. Big respect, Brian M. Wow, I'm sorry I missed that going up, mate. Big respect to you for your contribution, and it is very gratefully accepted. Thank you. Stacey Lowe, big respect to you. Evie Michelle Vonuk. I can't say that. Evie Michelle Vonuk. Is that? I'm not sure. I'm not taking make. Big respect, Fight Up. Stacey Lowe, head on to toe. The Whip Lady, thank you. Big respect to you. Oh, it's nice to see the Whip Lady. You get used to certain people commenting, and you know when they don't comment, you do miss them. You really do miss them. Well, honest to God, people, my house is getting surrounded. Like OK Corral, I've never seen so much traffic. My battery's dying on me. Oh my God. 1%. Big respect, Silver Ghost. Well, it's the God Bro. Well, you're saying you bet Borstal were bad. Well, it war and it won't, shall I say. And I'll explain myself, mate, don't worry. Because I did 2 whacks. And back in 76, when it was designed to alter your behaviour. Short, sharp, shock and all that. What, same thing. It was designed to change your behaviour. It never did. It just made people worse. And I'm a product of that. Approved School set my head in motion, and then Borstal and the rest of it just followed suit, sort of thing, as you go along. Like, it develops because of mentality that it's put you in. I've seen a slight improvement on the likes, guy, but honest to God, I thought there'd be a few more of that. But what it is, it's like, I've told you, and people that know me, like Alistair, he'll tell you, I have problems concentrating on things from time to time, and the anger management things has been ongoing for a while. Alistair's always telling me I'm shouting at him. And it ain't what I do, I shout at him because he's interrupting, he's very rude. You can be trying to tell him something and he's watching something on YouTube. And then you raise your voice because you want his attention. And he pulls you for shouting at him. There's this black thing that's just appeared on my screen. I don't know what it is. Big respect, Ed Hunter. Big respect, Ed Hunter. Big respect to you and thank you. Lynn Harrison. Well, I'm sort of hearing things here, me, mate, because I keep hearing traffic flying up and down outside of me here through this window. And I know this is usually a busy thoroughfare, but it's getting a bit ridiculous at the minute. When I was in Everfort, Borstal, and I worked down on Dairy, that was a great job, that. There were a lot of fiddles on that as well. I used to get visitors. All lads would tell me what we're going to get dropped where, and I'd tell them where they could go round estate. And it's all round that estate that I've walked round with Live Free and Society X, and we actually got right round the farm, me and Live Free, and I even shown him where cows just went through. I described it, and it were all still there. And best thing about it, I'd actually explained how the sheds were laid out at the time and where milking parlour was and everything. And because I never expected to get that close. And then when I went with Live Free and we could just walk straight in, wow. That was so Nordic, that. And it was exactly the same. Exactly the same. They'd boarded odd door up, which I pointed out, and told Live Free what was where before and everything, and what was still the same. And I was surprised how much on it was still the same. Big respect, Turbo Fight Hub. Lynn Harrison, Silver Ghost, The Whip Lady, Barry Proudman, Paul Madden, Ed Hunter. Big respect to all you for your support. Thank you. The only thing that we're missing on that farm was the actual milking equipment. There was actually a punch bag in place where the big vat was, where milk used to go in. The setup was exactly the same. I was telling Live Free as we walked round, and we used to walk up that way up towards fields and telling him what were up there and everything. And we'd go up and bring the cows in. Well, cows used to bring themselves in. And Screw, when they used to come in for milking cows, you could open doors and they have numbers stamped on them. And Screw used to bet, we used to bet Mars bars. It were all Mars bars bets in them days. So what it is, everybody, Mars bars, everything went on Mars bars. Screw would have a bet with you, but it had to be a Mars bar prize. And this Screw on Dairy, he used to bet on which cows were going to come in next of all things. I thought, nah, they can't possibly know that. He's going to slide a door on. First cow that stood there is coming in. That's it. But that's not the case. You can open that door, and if the cow that normally comes in last has stood at the door, she will not come in. All of the cows will have to barge their way in through. And he used to bet, we used to make bets on which order they'd actually be in. And I think there were about 8 on each side. So I thought, no, I can't get them right. And he'd have them all bang on. All bang on. And all he had to remember what last one that come in. And then he knew next one that were coming in next. So he'd win again. Cheating bastard, eh? Stung me every time. He took the Mars bars as well, mate. Yeah, he took the Mars bars. Now, what it is, people, I'm disabled here. I'm sat on the floor talking to you, trying to get you some information to you. And I've still got less likes. Come on, I must be worth it. I'd like it too, surely. Now, Mickey Mouse, big respect to you. Turbo Fight Hub and Danny too. Danny Platten, big respect to you. Ray Mai, right back at you, Silver Ghost. Yeah? Is that the same person? No? Am I pronouncing your name correctly, mate? Remy? Is that it? Just tell me if I'm right, mate. I don't want to keep saying it wrong. Paul Madden, big respect to you, mate. Thank you for your continued support. And big respect, Stacey Lou, for coming through. Thank you, Remy. Big respect to you once again. Now, back in Everfort, Borstal, T. Hardley, David's house, Mr. Mark, House Hardley. Also, my tobacco launderer. No, not launderer, supplier. No other word for it. He supplied me with tobacco and I gave him notes which he'd change. He gave me £15 silver, so he gained a fiver every time. It was going rate and all that for most nicks in them times. And then we used to get £2. £2.50 for a 20. So we made us few bob as well. Screws made a few bob. Notes were easy to stash. Mine always stayed in visits room and went straight back out. Loose win, big respect to you. I am the liquor, bang on to you. Turbo Fight Hub, got to say hi to you. And Remy too. Barry Proudman, hiya once again. Here we go, Mickey Mouse with things up. Big respect to you. Mrs. Bauer. Ms. Bauer. Because it's MS. Ms. Bauer, yeah? So she might not be married. Birmingham audits. Maximum respect to you, mate. Maximum respect to you. I can't wait to get to Birmingham as it happens. I want to go around all my old haunts. Round Sparkbrook, Chelmsley Wood. A few other places. Is Old Market still going on? Well, it ain't now, is it? I know, but it's got one of the best second-hand markets I've ever been in, Birmingham. It's massive. Big respect, Raymar. I appreciate people that I see all the time, same as Birmingham audits, Natty D. It sort of gives me that boost, you know what I mean? you're feeling a bit low, and it's like when a mate turns up at door, innit? But, like I've said before, Alistair, he knows I wind him up. Big respect, Celine. Alistair, will you just confirm for me? Just put, yeah, I did, on your message. When I say this, did you say my snowman didn't look like anything like Mario? He's turned round, Alistair. I don't know what's happening. People are taking mick. Big respect, Celine. Big respect to you, and thank you. I don't know whether to lean for. Do you know something? This stick is very handy when I'm sat in this position, because when my back begins to ache, I've got to lean. But when you lean forward and you start wobbling, you know what I mean? But like now, I'm leaning on the stick and got rubbers on floor, and it helps. Yeah, big respect, Celine. It is a cute snowman. But my mate always comments on here, and he won't comment confirming what I'm saying. That he said my snowman don't look out like what they call him. Well, what it is about my snowman is somebody's turned him round. And all I can say is, because the snow's that delicate, because it's crunchy. I don't know how they've done it without me sussing them out. Because I've rigged gates so I can hear it when it ting ding ding. Yeah, up here for thinking, down here for dancing. Now, Mr. Mac used to change my 20s. Mr. Rain, he what weights Jim's screw. As bad as he was, he used to sort us back out. And when we went on we used to go, and he'd take so many on us that were on his regular weights class, which is what I were on, because I were no good at football. I don't like that. So I had to go on weights class. Big respect to Natty D. Thank you for paying your respects on my channel. Thank you once again. Do you know certain names, they just catch your eye? Big respect to my big mate. Oh my God. Yeah, you know, don't you, Peter? How the devil are you, Peter? Big respect to my mate there, Peter. They keep telling me I'm telling porcupines, Peter. I've seen a man's name come up there, and he got me talking about John. And I said, I know John Price. He sat in my house regular with my mate Peter, Mr. Peter Ford. And he used to say to Peter, and Peter will confirm that for you. Just say, yes, he's telling the truth, Peter, will you? And John used to say to Peter, no. You'll never get knocked with that, Peter. It's too sharp, that knock. And then he'd make me look a cunt. He did it every time, didn't he? Took piss, didn't he? Right bloke. I liked him, me. Peter liked him. Mr. John Price. He's no longer with us no more. Me and Peter are still there though, aren't we, Peter? I've had some weirdo Peter. I've had him coming about and loitering about outside my gate, mate. Some troll. Even locals are asking me where he's come from. So I've told them 10 years ago I would deal with it. He wouldn't be there, simple as. But I'm too old for all that carry on now. I can't go around doing things like that no more. It's just going to put me straight back in jail. But they're coming and they're telling me things like that because they know how I will react. And just to show I'm not talking rubbish, just let me turn around and struggle and get this to show you. Oh. Well, as you can see, Peter, I'm sat on the floor, mate. Because them police at York attacked me and they've dumped bottom in my back in, mate. I can hardly move at the minute. It seems to have seemed up more now. I've been relaxed a bit. But as you can see, Peter, I've had to get this back out. And my mate will tell you and confirm. Anybody wants funny business? Peter, I've had people knocking on my door. Who does that? And saying, I'm a fan. Well, I'm sorry, mate. I'm sorry, people. I'm trying to change my ways and not go back to jail. And the only time I've got in trouble is since I started doing these audits. And that's because the authorities, not me, are ones that are out of order. They attacked me, pretended to be good cop, and then they attacked me on way out of York. But they've come unstuck. I was faster than them. I even told them on interview, I'm going to get the interview CD for you. And if there's some way Marty can put that up, and he'll put it up online for me, so you can hear it for yourself. That'll give you a big laugh if no else. I actually told him. And the reason I call him what I call him, and I'm going to continue to call him, I was going to consider not doing so, but I can't. Because they are. The tyrants at end of day. And let me just ask you this. When people are asking me to be more Mr. Nice Guy, let me give you another scenario. Paedophile living next door to you. How long would he be staying there? Once you knew he was a paedophile. Well, I'm honest. Because I'm honest, I can tell you, and there are people on this chat this evening that know me personally and can tell you that I've actually done what I'm going to tell you I would do on more than one occasion. If I found out now, this very minute, a paedophile was living next door, he would move out now. No ifs or buts about it. He would be gone now. Now, there's weirdos walking around estate, there's kids playing on the streets. And you've got weirdos walking around. You might say, I'm walking around with a mask, but I don't walk around with my mask on when I'm out. Unless I know I'm going to be on camera. And not because I want to hide myself. It's because, well, in one sense, yeah, I do. What it is, I'm 63. I'm a wrinkled old man. That's it. There's no dressing it up. I'm a wrinkled old man, that's it. Now what I do is, time and time again, people telling me it's me being childish. When I'm telling them to get away, I'm disabled, and it's not about me seeking pity. It's me repeatedly telling them. So when they say, no, I didn't hear him, people can say, well, I heard him. He said it at least half a dozen times. So Oh, I've gained about 3 or 4 likes, I think. Oh no, about 4, 5. I can't say for sure, so we'll settle at 6. Big respect, Chris John Wright. Thank you for joining me tonight. Respect, you are the liquor. And I've got some in fridge. I think I might have a couple tonight. I don't know why, but since I got to know Marty Blackberry, I don't know, I seem to be having this just 2 every night now. And it's... No, I know, Celine, it's not old, I know that. But it's... I'll be lucky if I get 64. That's how bad things are. And it's not me saying it, it's Deans. Oh, it's the Deans that are saying it. So, there'll be nobody happier than me if I am. But I want to get round all these prisons and get my story recorded one way or the other. Because I still do some chats in house with stories. But a lot I need to keep back because they involve a video at the prison. And I don't want to be just blabbing them out now, and when I come to it, I'm repeating myself doing the video. Because unless I'm outside the jail, saying whatever prison, all the criminals and which prisons they were in and everything is all jumbled up. It's... you've got to expect it can't be all else, really, can it? So when I've got the prison to look at, all the people and all the memories come in right order, so I can get on with and so what's what. Let me see if I can get in a better position to see these messages. No, Fat Fred, definitely not, mate. I might just have a couple of wife beater. I've done 1 bottle of grousing since Christmas, mate. It normally takes me 2 nights to do a bottle of whiskey in. And stepdaughter gets me one every Christmas. I even told her not to get one because I'm sick of getting banging head off it. But I think that's why she does it. It's her way of getting back at me, innit? Bitch. She came other day, and I think step-granddaughter sent her to get her pocket money. She knows she's good for a tenner off me a week. Big respect, I am the liquor, Celine. Turbo Fit. IH is that. Big respect to you. Can't be played in the background. What do you mean, what can't be played in the background? Music, I can't play music in background. I ain't got none in background. Dave Costello. Now there's a name that rings a bell. Mr. Costello. Now I've come across that name in jail, mate. And this is what I mean, I can't remember which jail. But later when I'm sat thinking where I've heard that name from, it'll pop into my head. But I definitely know that name. Daz Costello is the real Santa Claus, yeah? Well, big up Santa Claus, that's what I say. Because all kids love him, don't they? Big respect, Silver Ghost. Paul Madden, Celine. Everybody that I might have missed. Stacey Lou. I don't know what this is that keeps popping up. It's saying, why can't you see live feed? I don't understand that myself, mate. So what I'm going to do, people, I'm going to call it a night and say thank you for joining me. Big respect to all of you. Big respect, love and respect to all of you. I don't know how to do this, but